Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 5K action continues live here from the studios in New York City. Myself and Mr. X bringing you all the updates on action as they happen. Might as well take this time before the semifinals kick off to
run through the bracket a little bit. So I have the bracket up on my wonderful computer over here.
The PC screens.
Yep. This is Optic Gaming up here, up at the top. They have made it all the way to the semis, obviously going up against, well, Team Blevdog here was in the quarters. That match is over, so they will be going into the semifinals against the Young Gods, which is the only pickup team, like we were saying, to make it far. Ricky,
Cast-outs, you mean?
The cast-outs, or no, they're called the Young Gods.
No, it's cast-outs.
Oh, they are the cast-outs.
Oh, did they change that name? It says Cats out something. I don't know. We call them the cast-outs because.
Okay, well they beat the Young Gods.
So that's just
all these pickup teams.
Clay, Bose, Ricky, Moch.
Yep.
Not full players.
Moch made it further than all of his teammates on Justice today. Just to point that out there.
No.
Yep, not calling all the teammates out, but I did.
At the bottom side, what's been going on?
Oh, and this is, I think, where things get interesting here. On the bottom side, if we want to bring the bracket back.
Bracket will.
Yep, there we go. Oh, and they defeated We're Here with Beer. So supposedly new Envy, Denial team.
Yeah, we thought that was going to be a good squad.
Thought it was going to be a good squad. Thought it was going to be a good series. ON took them out. It wasn't very difficult, to be honest, watching it.
Oh, I mean, all the quarterfinals, 3-0.
No, and then Faze beat TK 3-0. Right?
Yeah, that was a really swift one. We kind of looked at that and we were like, oh, well then.
Yeah. Tatch playing extremely well with Faze. I think this will probably be, after today, I think this will probably be the one move that sticks. Attached to Faze, I think will be the one move that sticks. And I can see LV staying together. Nah.
I think they need a powerhouse slayer. If that team is going to work,
I can always see one of those
need a powerhouse
guys.
slayer. They need like an attach, like a Clayster, like an Apes. Dude, if Apes went there, that would be hilarious.
I think attach to Faze makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Out of everything we've seen so far.
Out of everything we've seen today, this is that's the one
nothing
move that's made sense.
Nothing official though.
Nothing official.
He's kind of trolled a couple of people with it, having some fun with that.
I mean, technically,
we don't know.
Technically, nobody's been released from any teams.
Yeah, as it stands, the rosters are all as they are in the COD League.
Obviously, everything goes by the COD League, standings and the commissioner's office for the COD League. So nothing's official or even pending until it's submitted to there. So as far as we know, as far as it's been told publicly, nothing's been submitted or filed. So nothing has happened. So
everything is.
League matches
on Friday night.
League matches tomorrow with me and you. I fully expect probably the rosters that we've seen.
Which is going to be weird, though.
Which will be weird. But
from a player's perspective, you think about that, right? You're sat there playing with your normal team. Then everyone on the team knows you're making changes. You play with a completely different team in the 5K. And then you're back to that team in the league. That's going to be a weird dynamic. I think for teams that are still together, like your Optic Nations, they can really use this as such a big kind of boost.
I think teams will look at it as more of, okay, we were trying things out, seeing if we have better options, whatnot. Let's come back. We still have to
reevaluate a couple of things.
We still have to play in the league together. Just man up, get it done, and if things happen, they happen. If not, I mean, if you're Denial, how do you not kind of go back and revisit the roster you had?
Right.
I mean, after today,
that didn't really work out how we thought.
Replays took a day off, didn't play. Attach made it further than the rest of them.
Yep. But then Attach is going to be sad. They're like, well I had a good run on Faze.
Maybe I don't need you guys. Yeah,
obviously, it depends on how well they finish. Ultimately, the two semifinals we're going to see. Optic Gaming versus the pickup squad of the day. I'm just going to call them pickups now because it's easy. In fact, no, it is Young Gods. Was it Young Gods or was it Cat? I don't even know.
I thought
Young Gods. You may be right. I may be wrong.
The Money 8's All-Stars going up against.
Yeah, it is Young Gods. Oops, I messed up.
It is, right? I was correct.
Just quickly delete that tweet.
I was right.
Nobody saw anything. I'm just.
I knew I was right.
I should never doubt you.
You're
a wonderful human.
In the history of everything, I've never been wrong.
In the history of everything.
No, that's a lie. I've been wrong a lot of times.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah. But no, that's the team that's looked the best out of all the pickup teams today, and it's quite odd because it's the one that nobody expects to.
Yeah. You look at it and you're like, this is not going to work at all. Yep. But it has. Let me just read it.
If you're just tuning in, that roster is actually Clay, Bose, Ricky, and Moch. So That is a team that none of us expect to stay together. But
Fix
all the
it.
players in the lobby for this ON Faze match, and actually it's like I kind of read minds. Oh, they didn't. What happened? You just got kind of.
Did they start the game or no?
I don't know. I can't tell if it timed you out or you got an invite right away. Let's see. No.
Oh, please don't do that because we were inside that game and I was excited for it.
So was I. Let's see. Oh, no, didn't start it.
Weird.
Yep. So we're just waiting for that game to start.
Has the other game? Nope.
The other game.
Nope, hasn't started yet either. So, Optic Nation versus Faze, Optic Gaming versus Young Gods. We could actually have an Optic versus Optic Grand Final.
That's what I think is going to happen.
We haven't had that.
I think we're going to have an OGON final. I think it makes for a great story, meaning that
Optic Nation actually playing well. This is honestly the first time today where I can honestly say
but look, if
Optic Nation look like the team they should be.
But if you can put the talent together and ride it out, you can make it work.
Right. That's the key, though. You
There's
can ride
no,
out. They've had some hard times. Like, let's be honest.
Quick fixes.
Yeah, you need to really just
when
stick
Clay
at it.
first came on with Cole, and they had just banned the foul. I mean, that was not a good time.
Tough.
It was very difficult.
It wasn't.
I mean, there were moments where Griffin Nakes were not happy with Clay at the beginning of that, and say, "Hey, man, you got a week to learn how to shoot that thing, or else, no, we got to figure something out." But
yeah.
no, you give the time. I mean, if you
Right.
think you have the talent, you give the time. You do. That's one thing. If you don't think you have the players capable, then you need to jump ship. If you know you have players who are capable, who have been there before, and they can win, and you know they're talented, there's no reason to jump ship for just the sake of what?
And that's the thing with Nation,
Just for the sake of jumping ship?
You've got Karma and TP who have both been in the exact same position that you're describing, right?
Okay, if you are Karma, let's put it that way, where are you going that's a better situation than Optic with Swanee, Teep, and Proof? What situation?
Team, right?
What situation are you going into that's better than that?
Unless you have like Crown
Unless for some reason you got onto gaming, what is a better situation than that?
Right.
There's none.
Tough to find, right?
There's none. No,
it's just really not going to happen.
There isn't.
Speaking of Optic Nation, that game versus Faze about to begin, so we'll jump into that. It's going to be Solar Hardpoint. Both semifinals will be played roughly at the same time.
Yep.
It looks like Nation is going to start before Optic Gaming's though, so we'll update you when gaming get close.
I have the maps for this series, Ben.
Oh,
so
you do?
You can
Look at you!
can give me a little bit of a prediction. Solar Hardpoint,
Okay.
Detroit S&D,
Well, we saw.
CTF Retreat, Bio Uplink,
I'm calling 3-0 Optic Nation.
and then Riot S&D. I will say this is going to... you know what? You might have stolen my pick.
I'm sorry.
If it was the uplink before the CTF, I
Yeah.
would have said 3-1. But I think I'm going to go 3-0 Nation. They've been just on fire all day.
They have, and this is scary for every other team.
Yeah.
Currently
One thing I also
competing
want to
in
note is FaZe has been playing on Attach's West Coast hosts all day because I believe Slasher is West Coast as well.
Oh, they've been
This
riding
doesn't
that one
work.
out.
This doesn't work against Nation because
yeah,
Teep and Karma both are West Coast. So
have fun with that.
look for Teep and Karma to both have a pretty good series.
All right, well, Center on the hill, fourth phase, and it's going to be them with the early lead. Optic Gaming has just started, but as I said, we'll update you on that game as it progresses through. TP now on the hill, 3 and 2 start for him. I know, speaking to Swanee, I was asking him about, the connection differences between North America and Europe, because obviously in the UK, it's like, oh, we're playing on French connection, it sucks. And I was like, how does it compare to, East Coast to West Coast? He was like, nothing is as bad as East to West Coast.
Really?
It's the worst thing he's ever experienced in online COD.
So he thinks it's worse than...
Playing against, other countries in Europe.
I imagine how he responded to that. I was like, oh, lad. Oh, mate.
He did it in exactly that voice, too.
Swan's the best, man.
I love Swan.
Yeah.
He really is
He's a great
awesome.
dude.
And he's gelling well in North America,
Yeah.
too. His play style is really...
No, if
flourishing.
anyone deserved the opportunity to be in the situation he's in, it's him.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised about what we're seeing. Center is an 0-3 start, but 4 caps. 0-4 start with 4 caps, and they are somehow winning.
Well, when Attach is 11-5 and Slasher is 8-2, it's kind of easy. But that's how, Denial did not use Attach in that way, which is the way Rise used him. They said, you know what, go out and just do whatever you want, kill everybody. And Denial kind of, I don't want to say used him wrong, but when you pick up a player like that.
They had too many plays of the same play style.
Well, see, it's kind of like when Cole picked up Karma. in the sense that, you don't tell a player like Karma, like, where to go and where to sit. Like, you just don't do it. Like, you just let him kind of
do his thing.
Play his game, because he's very good at playing his game. When you try and make him too much of a defined role, keep him trapped in that's when he struggles a little bit. And I think that's what you saw from Attach. And right now, Faze has kind of said today, hey, do your thing. Just run around, kill, call out, and we'll kind of figure everything else from there. And you see, he's seen a ton of success today.
Really massive amount of success. As you mentioned, the only one from the Now team who's progressed that far. Two. We should think about that. As well, Mochilla, the only one from Justice to progress that far as well. Both those two plays in the semi-finals. Looking at Sensor with a very, very slow start. 3-7, but 5 caps. So, doing the objective work. This is basically TP versus Sensor in the objective battle. The kills that you really see on the hill as Sensor finally picks up that one. Looks for the second. Here you go, Sensor. Starting to warm up a little bit.
Doug, when he plays, when he plays well, Faze is a very difficult team to beat. We saw that at Columbus.
Yeah.
Doug had the best tournament I've ever seen him play.
Yeah.
If he plays, he doesn't even have to play like that.
He just needs to play well.
He plays well.
Right. That's all he needs to do.
He plays
can hold
well.
his own.
Oh, wow. He just got turned on. But if he plays well, I mean, there is no reason to believe that this team still can't contend. You see Attach break that hill single-handedly. 19-9. 19-9.
Almost 20 kills with, what, 6.5 minutes gone?
Yeah.
This is the Attach show right now as he locks down this last hill. Nation kind of struggling in this one off the break. Although, interestingly enough, in the quarterfinals, they actually lost the first hard point they played and won the S&D, which is kind of reversed of what we would expect. So, don't read too much into this as of yet, but big plays coming out from Faze. I'm impressed. This Attach pickup could be one that sticks. Yeah.
Oh no, this is one that if there's one from today that will stick, it's this one.
Well, Sensor manages to go even after a very, very slow start. Meanwhile, Slasher 15-9. Apathy 14-13 as well as Proofy hops on the hill for Nation. He is going to immediately fall, and Faze are pulling themselves away in the lead here. So this is big time coming in from TP. Needs some teammates to help him out with this gunfight. It is going to be Sensor. He falls, and TP immediately turns. Knows the smallest have been flipped. Karma in a position to trade that kill.
Nation's making a bit of a comeback here, Ben. Getting good time on this hill. Looks like Faze really don't know where to push it from. As I say that, they're going to push it from the front and break, but Karma getting one Attached, last one on the hill. Nobody can kill Attached, so that has been the story of the first rotation of hills.
Oh my lord.
Oh wow, that just those quick reaction shots right there from Attached is awesome to watch.
Just melting through players. Sensor just kind of free firing.
Yeah,
no one gonna be there though, Sensor.
Nothing.
82-130 for the other semi-final. Optic Gaming versus Young Gods. That's obviously Claysto, Ricky, Bose, and Mochilla. That game started and actually ended. Some connection issues over there with that one.
Yeah, somebody lagged out.
Yeah, I think it was Scumpy who actually had some connection issues. So, as I said, we'll keep you updated with how that one is going on as it progresses or when it restarts. Optic Nation are about to get to 100 points. Proofy on the hill for them. 13-18 for him as he has a nice little dash backwards, wins the gunfight. They are going to hit that 100 points. 36 points behind Faze, though, who are looking very, very good. Haven't seen them play this well for a while.
No, Faze looking very good in this first half of Hills, but you have to wonder, can Attach keep it up? Because I know the game's
slowed down a lot.
Yeah, the game's still in a reasonable margin for ON. If Attach slows down,
in 2 minutes he had 6 kills.
Yeah,
that shows you how much he slowed down. He needs to just get that momentum back a little bit, and you can tell that as well just by looking at the scoreboard, right?
The score's kind of gotten a lot.
It's getting a little close. Yeah. I think it was an 80-point lead. No, I think it was, sorry, 65-point lead. And Nation coming back into it a little bit, but this is where they need that cool, calm, and collective TP, with those crisp callouts that we've heard all throughout today. Just communicating well with his team and really sort of giving them some guidance on where they need to be pushing as well. Swanee to get that team hyped. 21-16 though, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, Swan isn't the issue right now. I really need Teep and Karma to step it up a little bit. I mean, Proof doing a pretty good job taking over some of that OBJ stuff, 19-24. And as I say that, Teep picking up a nice 2-piece. Swan will get one player left. Karma's going to clean him up. If they can get the rest of this time and they can break this next hill, this back hill, ON can work their way right back into this.
Nice play. Now this is where you need to see him push though. Push through towards that next hill, get that spawn. Not going to win the gunfight though, and Roofy just staying on that hill a little bit long there, but his teammates are going to rotate down that far left-hand side. They didn't push quick enough down the right, so have to go for that left-hand side push. This is going to be big.
They should take their time here, though, Ben.
Yeah, exactly. If they take their time and win those gunfights, they'll get control of this hill, and they should be able to pick up some time.
Right, so there you go. You have Karma pick up that first intro kill. He's going to get a second player. You need to go in and trade the rest of these. It's going to be proof in the hill. If he can get one, that's huge. And Swan able to get the other. That's a perfect way to break a hill right there, Ben. But
now
as you see it, Apathy jumps up top. He's going to get taken out, though, by Karma. Good help from the players of ON, all flooding that hill. It looks like Attach and Slasher, though, picking up 2 players. Karma still alive somehow in the hill. Just unbelievable wizardry out of Young Damon.
26 seconds left on the hill now. This is massive time if Optic Nation can get it. It will bring them pretty much even. However, Faze just jump in there and just break that hill as quickly as you can blink. Slasher about to get 30 kills. Apathy about to hit 30 as well. And 10 seconds left. Nation need to rotate. You can see someone doesn't want to give that up though. Especially Karma as he picks up 1 kill and then bucks it. Swanee looking down that left-hand side. Not the player you want to be challenging if you are Faze, but Apathy doing well to stay alive there. He's going to cause Swanee some problems down this left-hand side.
And Swanee doing a good job getting there on that first rotation. And that's exactly what you want Swanee to do. Actually, we see smokes coming in, I believe.
like it.
Which we don't see too much. But Faze, they know all they have to do pretty much is contest this. They can't give up all the time here. If they can just contest this hill, they'll be pretty good. But you see how far away they're spawning. One player, center glass, I believe that player was attached. He's actually going to be taken out. But right now,
Karma cannot lose that gunfight.
Oh, and looking very good to hold on to this hill for a nice period of time.
As soon as Karma wins that gunfight, he knows they're going to be over at the other side. A couple more plays from Faze. If Optic Nation can hold off that push, that would have been massive for them. They would have been right back in the game, but Sensor and Attach managed to just hold on to the hill long enough. It's basically just down to Sensor now. Last man on the hill, 14 seconds. They need to kill him as quickly as possible. Sensor doing the smart thing, doesn't even charge, but the truck does get blown up. So 7 seconds left of time. It is going to go Nation's way. This is going to be a miraculous win if they can hold this last hill.
Yeah, if they hold this last hill, Ben, it's going to be a pretty insane comeback. It's
Can't see it.
Very difficult to hold. I really can't see it. And right there, as we talk about that, that's 4 dead, 4 Nation. Faye is going to hold this last one, and playing with Attach, looking very good today.
Impressed.
Very impressed.
Really am. They're looking very good. 40 kills for Attach, essentially. 35 Slasher, 30 Apathy. Sensor 25 and 27, holding his own. It's pretty hard to beat a team when they get that many kills.
Karma turned it up in the second half of Hills.
Did, yeah.
Started playing very well. Swanee, played pretty good all throughout. Did his job. You really needed Teep to play a little bit better. 22 and 39, not getting those intro kills. If he wins, 2 or 3 more 50-50.
Where was that? Like 5 minutes ago, right?
I mean, he wins a few more of those 50-50 gunfights during that game. It's a lot closer.
So, Faze 1-0 up against Optic Nation. The other semifinal still yet to begin. For now, we're going to get a quick commercial break. When we return, we'll have game 2 between Optic Nation and Faze.